Hello and welcome to another lesson in our VBA programming. And in this lesson, we're going to continue with what we did in the previous lessons. That is the creation of our user form. But in this lesson, we're going to go ahead and deal with data validation. Okay, we're going to validate data and be able to take the data we want from our users without any problem, without any stress. We've done that in our previous tutorials. That is in the cell-based form that we created. Okay, but in this lesson it's going to be a bit simple and straightforward compared to the previous one. So now let's quickly delve right into that. But before that, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please just subscribe, press the bell icon so that you can receive notifications anytime we upload new tutorials. Okay, if you also want to access our previous tutorials, we have the links in the video description below. You can just check out the links and have access to all our previous tutorials, and make sure to follow everything step by step. Now let's quickly delve right into these lessons. Thank you. Hello and welcome to another lesson of VBA training, and in this lesson we're going to look at data validation. Let's dive right into that. Open our folder, we go to our project, minimize this. So and then what we need to do right now is Alt F11, trigger open the code editor, and then what we need to do right now is to make sure the user enters what we want here and then there. Okay, if the user skips any of them which we think is vital, then we need to draw the user's attention to quickly give us that data that we want. So let's do that. So let's go back to school. So this should be at the top here. So first of all, okay, let's put that inside here. Good. So we're going to use if statement to do that, right? So we can just data validation. Perfect. So we say if then into bracket text box 2, text box 2 where we have the name dot value is equal to an empty string, then so oh shit, dot value oh sorry, if text box 2 is equal to an empty string, the dot value shouldn't be there, rather we have and if. Okay, so that is that. If it's equal to an empty string, it means that if nothing is entered into that text box too, it means if the name is not entered, we would want to draw the user's attention to do that. Okay, so it's a message box. So we give him a message or a message. So please, it's going to be a string. So please enter name. Okay. So once that is done, then we need to set the text box to what dot focus. So we say what? Explain that box 2 dot set focus. What it means is that we are preparing it down to make sure that if the user skips that, please draw the user's attention and then you do that. And when that is done, you exit the SAP. You don't proceed to execute other macros, you stop them from running. So that is that. The first validation is done. So we can try that and see. You just let's click on add. Please enter name. See, please enter name. Until the name is entered, we can proceed. So what if we enter name? So maybe yeah. So can we add? See that is added. Perfect. So let's close this and then let's clear that. We don't need that for now. Perfect. Now let's move on. So the second one that we need to check on is what it's like let's check this one. Sorry, that is the gender. Okay, so with this one, we're going to use if statement to do that. So we need to make sure that either this or that is selected. The two shouldn't be left unselected. So let's do that. So we come here. So this one, this one is another if statement. So we say what if, sorry, if opt1, that is option one, that is the male, right? Sorry, dot value equal to false. Okay, what it means is that if the opt1 dot value, if that particular value is not selected, if this one let me just but so let me just if this is not selected, and also we're going to use the two options at once at a go. Okay, if none of them is selected, it means they are all false, and if that happens, then we need to draw the user extension that, hey, please do something about the gender. Choose select the gender, do that. Good. So let's go back. Value is equal to false. So we say, and so the next one, opt2 dot value is also equal to what? False. Then we have end if. Then we want to tell the user, please do what? You can guess. So message box. Message box. So you say, please choose gender. Okay, so that is that. So can we check that and see? So from there we need to exit SAP. Okay, so that the other macros below doesn't run. Perfect. So I think that is that. Okay. Good. So with that, let's just run it and see. So let's enter name. So first of all, so you can see something is to enter name. So let's enter name now. And then let's proceed. See, please choose gender. So we choose. So now if we add, it will be added. But let's make sure that the class is also what? Also selected. It's not also left blank. So let's check on that. Perfect. So let's go back to our syntax and do that. You can do that with that one. We are using the combo box. Don't forget of that. Okay, so let's check. So go back this way. So I'm going to use that the text box. So just select this. Control C to copy. Control V to paste. If combo box 1 is equal to that, so please do what? Enter, or please choose select class. Select class. We don't want this now, so we just do that and we exit SAP. So let's run that and see. So let's try adding name. Let's enter name. Ras. Sorry. Rashid. Let's check. Rashid. So let's try adding, say gender. So let's try adding to class. So we can now add, and everything is now taken perfectly without any problem, without any stress. I think we are just done with the data validation in a glance. Okay, so I think that is that for this particular lesson. So you can save your work. So with this, what is going to happen right now is this. Let me just try to demonstrate something here, which I'm just thinking of doing in our upcoming tutorials, but then I can equally do that here right away. So in case of maybe in case you want to design a form, a very complicated form which holds a whole lot of data, okay, you would want to maybe group them, like where we have the student details, the parent details, the other details. Maybe you would want to do all that. Okay, you would want to say that the student details should be in one group, and then Yeah, the parent details should also be in another group. We can use a frame to organize that in a form. I'll do these changes. I don't want it this way. So for now, let me just assume that this one is for that of the student. So you can use the frame on that. Okay, so to do that, you can just, I'll just demonstrate, but I don't need that here. I'm doing this because I'll be given an assignment which you would need that to keep your form organized and clean. Okay, so that is why I'm just demonstrating. So you can use the frame to do that. So you just draw a frame like this. Okay, let me just undo this. Let's try using a frame here now and see. So okay, let me just undo it to cover it for me. So let me just do this. So you can do this. Maybe you want to organize that of the students here. So here you can name it student details. Let me just change the caption from here. Good. So you can say student details. Okay, so you do that. So you change. So here you can put your text boxes here. So let me say I need a text box. Just draw one here, draw two here. So I just can have your text boxes here, and then all that you want, you can organize them here. Let me just undo that. Okay, this one too. Let me just, I won't save this work. I won't save this work. I will just delete that as well. Good. So that is that. If you want out of the parent too, you can equally use the frame to organize those ones to that as well. So based on the various sections you have on your form, you can use the frames to do that. Okay, and with the buttons as well, you can give them colors. You select it, and then you go to back color, that is a background color. Then you can give it the color of your choice here. So add, should it be green? So you can give it a green. If you want to change the fonts, so you go to font options here, and then you do that, choose the fonts. Then you would want to make it bold, and then you would want to use Times New Roman. You want to increase it, then blah blah. You do that. You can see. If you want to change the font color, then you go to the 4 color here. So select this, go to the 4 color. You would want maybe to be white, so you choose that. Okay, which I don't want it that way. So sorry. So I think perfectly everything is working without any problem, without any stress. So basically, these are some of the few things I want to draw your attention on. So till our next lesson, I say thank you very much for watching and bye for now. Next lesson, we're going to look at how we can add a picture to our user form. Okay, so that is that. It's also very important, and from there we proceed and look at the list box, and then I think we say goodbye to this type of forms as well, and then we can begin with our project. So till then, thank you very much and bye for now.